Ty has another baseball game today, which means I have to look semi-decent. I definitely do not want to do the whole eyeshadow, full face beat. I want to keep her simple, very natural. Almost like she woke up like this when she really didn't, because we all know I wake up looking hella different. I have a little friend who came to visit, and she's been giving me a hard time. I'm gonna tell you guys what's really funny. But let me finish what I was saying. I fell asleep 2 days in a row with makeup. Why? Because so we're gonna start this off. I'm gonna use my Grown Alchemist primer because I really like it. I don't like the crunchies. Those crunchies are pretty gross, but I really like this primer. And like I said, we're gonna go very natural. I'm just gonna show you the products that I'm using versus giving you a full-blown like step-by-step, because I feel like what I'm gonna do, A, you're seeing it happen, but B, we've done this so many times before. Maybe we'll be using different products, so that's where it's gonna be slightly different. And then I'm gonna use my Perfect Cover Concealer by Ofra Cosmetics. Mine is in medium golden. I am gonna tap this baby here. We're gonna leave that and let it dry down. While that's drying down, I will apply a base. I'm gonna add the Bare Look Tint by YSL. This one is in 14. Okay, so this is what's really funny. Cam has gotten in the habit of screaming for help for no reason. But she doesn't scream for help. She screams for her parents. So when she's with Ty, which right now she was, and the other day she was in Ty's room. Ty was like, listen, I'll watch TV, keep an eye on her. You guys can enjoy your wine and just keep talking, because they didn't want to be outside with us. And my husband and I were outside just talking, catching up on the week and having a real good conversation. I took her to the room, and because Cam was not getting her way, she got upset and she started screaming, "Mommy, Daddy, Mommy, Daddy." And of course, like at first I freaked out thinking something happened, but when I was really listening to what was going on, turns out Cam wanted to jump on the bed. Ty says no. Cam gets upset because she doesn't get her way, and in turn, she's gonna sit here, freak out, yell for her parents because she knows that we're gonna come and say, "What is going on?" And then she's under the impression Ty will get in trouble. In this case, we did not get up and go, oh, I started mixing that. I'm gonna leave that alone. In this case, we did not get up and go over there. I'm gonna use my Laguna by NARS in cream form. And if you're thinking, well, that's not very nice, you guys were having a conversation while Ty was babysitting. A, she likes looking after her sister, never truly does, because at the end of the day, we always have an eye on both of them. But being realistic, she's 9. And Cam needs to respect her too. Cam needs to understand that if her sister says you can't do that, that means you cannot do that. And Ty always has her sister's best interest at heart. So we have to make sure that as long as everything makes sense, we need to allow Ty to also tell Cam, hey, you can't do that. Listen to me, stop jumping, and that kind of thing. So I just kind of like sat back, let it happen. We texted Ty and said, we hear it, great job, you're doing great. Let us know if you really need us. And then when she felt overwhelmed, she brought us Cam and was like, okay, I'm done. And that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna use the same concealer in the under the eyes. Again, we're going very light, so I don't wanna over apply. We're gonna do one of those. But yeah, it was just so funny because just now I start recording. I press the record button and I hear Cam freaking out. She's like, "Mommy, Daddy, Mommy, Daddy, Mommy, Daddy," which it's funny because she wouldn't call me Mommy for the longest. And now all of a sudden she's like a pro at calling out my name. And Ty's like, "But you cannot eat that." So Ty's correcting her. She doesn't like it. So she's going to try to snitch on her. And I just find that hilarious that an almost 2-year-old, which is insane that so much time has passed already, an almost 2-year-old is trying to snitch on her big sister. I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill powder. Mine is in light banana. I like to do this. And you guys know it's one of my things. I don't bake, but pressing the powder onto the under eye to set that concealer just does the most for your under eyes. And even if you were to tap out, you're still picking up a lot, which is why I do this to get most of it off and press it into the powder puff. And then I go under the eye and press it in. So I just find it really funny because she is so smart. Listen, it's true what they say. Baby number 2 is smarter than She's so loud. It's almost like you have to be prepared because you're spoiled by the first one, and the second one is just raising havoc 24/7. And it's very true. I was very blessed to have become a parent from the beginning with Ty, because Ty was the easiest kid ever. For blush, I'm gonna go in with Butterfly. It is a beautiful, like orangey. Is it an orange? It's like yeah, kind of. It's a very orange shade by Benefit Cosmetics. Now she's sitting there trying to convince her dad that she should get her way. I hear all of this. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I find it so hilarious. She's insane. Like, she literally goes on panic mode when she doesn't get her way. That's her version of throwing a fit and a little bit of a tantrum. So we're trying not to feed into it, but she's a hot mess, guys. Okay, so this is really pretty. I'm gonna pop some up here, which I never actually do. I'm gonna use the Okalon palette that I got in another box, and I actually just unboxed this. Where's my brush? We're gonna go peachy this time around. Very pretty. Does the job. Glowy, but not howy. Look, she looks slick. She looks wet. Yeah, my kids are funny. By the way, I did put up a vlog a few days ago where I brought you guys along to Ty's very first game. I'm going to use a sponge, and the side that I used to blend out my concealer, I'm going to kind of whatever's left, apply that on the eye. And then I whipped out my Vise Art bronzer. I'm gonna warm up the crease just a little bit, not a lot. Again, we're gonna keep her simple. I promise you, the reason why I'm using a bronzer, although bronzers do work and they do a terrific job and they're like easy peasy lemon squeezy, I promise you, if you were to take out an eyeshadow palette, this will go from like natural to like, what the hell are you doing? Full on smoky, at least in my house, that's how it works. So I'm going like this. I'm gonna do one of these just to kind of make it look like we tried, okay? Nice and simple. With that same fluffy brush, I'm gonna dip back into the highlight, and I'm gonna tap some highlight on the inner corner. I'm gonna grab an eyeliner, and then I'm gonna do a itty bitty baby kind of slim wing. My kids have piped down, which is great. Never mind, Cam's crying. See, itty bitty weedy weedy. See how slim and skinny and tiny she is? Now the real skill is making it match. I'm gonna curl my lashes. Oh, I haven't updated you guys. So basically, Cam has been off of the pacifier for 3 weeks. I'm gonna add my Essence mascara. I have a full review on this one and 2 other Essence mascaras if you're interested. So Cam is officially off of the pacifier. It's been 3 weeks. 3 marvelous weeks where I haven't had to really worry about whether or not she dropped the pacifier. Is it dirty? I have to disinfect it, sanitize it, all that stuff. You know, when you put them in the cart over at the supermarket or at any store, and you're like, man, the pacifier just touched everything. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And it feels amazeballs. It's also amazing because she can go to sleep without throwing a fit because of the pacifier. She's sleeping the entire night, which is wonderful. The only problem is she's extra freaking needy. Extra needy. Ever since the pacifier's gone, it's almost like it was what soothed her. So she's like extra needy. We have things to do. I can't be hugging you and carrying you all day. She's yelling now because my husband went to the pool. She's just become like mean lately. Yeah, she's calling for her dad. She's just become so mean lately. I don't know why. So for like natural looks like this, what I do is I curl my lashes and I only apply mascara to like the outer parts of the lashes. I don't bring it all the way into the root. I don't find that to be necessary. And then once I've done that, then I'll comb them sideways and really comb through because I don't want them to look all clumpy and like spidery. And then I'm going to apply an itty bitty amount on the bottom lashes. I don't want to emphasize them too much. One thing about my bottom lashes is they can get real dramatic real fast. Now for the brows, I'm trying this product here by Benefit Cosmetics. It was sent my way so that I can try. So I didn't pay for it. It is the Fluff Up Brow Wax. This launched, I'm going to say about a week ago, if not this very past week. It looks like this. It's just your typical brow wax, but with an oomph to it. You guys know my brows are stubborn. So I am going to kind of comb this through, show you guys what it looks like, but I'm going to be 100% transparent. Most products don't work as described or as, the directions state. for me because my brows, again, are very, very stubborn. So technically you should just be able to like comb through, maybe fill in certain areas and call it a day. My brows will end up all just looking all over again. They don't stay fluffed up because they are that stubborn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, right? I applied that. And then I'm gonna use the Precisely My Brow. This one is in 6 Cool Soft Black. I have another one. I don't know where it is. I have the impression that I took it to Miami and left it there. While that is kind of like getting a little on the sticky side and kind of tackier, I'm just gonna fill in the sparse areas. By the way, spoiler, I do like the Brow Fluff product as long as I'm able to do it the way that I've learned to do it for my brows, because the first time around when I tried it, I was like, oh, my brows kind of went back to sleep. So then I did it a different way that very same day and loved it. It looked awesome and lasted all day. You know, I love my husband for just putting the effort in trying to keep these kids to be as quiet as possible, but it's not his fault. This house has an insane echo because of the high ceilings and stuff. But, you know, it's cute that he still tries. He's not a quitter. Okay, so the brows are pretty much filled in. They look really nice. I'm going to skip the sculpting part because, again, we're keeping them as wearable as possible. And then I'm going to go back in with the Brow Fluff. And this almost reinforces the initial application and reinforces the brow pencil product formula. All of it works so well together. Makes me really, really happy. You guys know I don't really have my brows look all spiky and stuff. I don't like that finish, that look, at least not on me. It looks amazing on certain people, but just for me, it just doesn't work. But right now, these are my brows. This is actually really good. For me, in my like personal opinion, I like it the way that I just did it. Apply, let it set, fill in with a pencil, and then apply again, and it'll stay like this all day. To finish this off, I'm gonna go in with a gloss on the lips. So I'm gonna use the House Labs lip liner in RIP. And to keep this soft, I'm gonna go with the lip gloss by Ofra Cosmetics in Love. And there you go. Guys, I think we did it. I think we officially did a very natural, everyday, glowy but not hoey look. It's always so hard to do because every time I dip into new product, I just really want to play around with color. Listen, if we're honest, this is very spring chic, and I did little twists on my hair. So, I mean, we're kind of living for this look. In my opinion, it was very easy to put together and really pretty. It's perfect for everybody. This is very spring, very summer, very I'm going to the beach. I'm living for it. I actually feel really good about this look because if I'm gonna be honest, when I went to the game last week, a whole bunch of moms looked very normal and I'm sitting there with lashes and eyeshadow and shimmer on the eyes, and although I felt fabulous, right, and I felt really good about myself, at the same time I was like, maybe this is not normal. All right, you guys, and that is it for today's video. Please do not forget to subscribe to the vlog channel, okay? Make sure you hit the like button for me here if you don't mind. It really, really helps me out. Make sure you're subscribed here as well if you're new to the channel. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.